What's going on, everybody? It's been quite a while since I've done a video, and I've been on a hiatus, but I finally came back. Kind of needed some inspiration, needed to do some work on my end, needed to do some networking a bit, some collaborating a bit with others, and kind of just find some kind of inspiration through the news and through other things. So now I'm back with some fresh ideas and some fresh inspiration and momentum to kind of get creative when it comes to what we can build with the new AI tools that are here today. And today I'm going to fuse two things together. As most people know, there is the vibe coding concept that still exists to this day, but there's also plenty of vibe coding tools out there. So everyone knows about the Claude Code now, OpenAI Codex, obviously just regular old Claude desktop and ChatGPT desktop, as well as Lovable, Bolt. But today we are going to focus mainly on Replit. I used to be a Lovable fan, but Replit has caught my attention, and Replit is definitely for the individuals that are maybe more on the creative side. Definitely for individuals who want to develop something very quick, very easy. They don't want to spend time in code. They don't really know too much about code. They just want something spun up really quickly, and Lovable kind of helps out with that. Another thing is that Replit is basically made for the developer, realistically, where you can take a look at code, you can insert certain secret keys, you just have more tools to play with, you have more things to work with in creating kind of like that specific app that meets your needs if you have something technical and specific in mind. So the way I see it is Lovable is made for the simple creative who just needs something done quickly. Replit is made for the technical designer that wants to spend a bit more time, that wants to spend a bit more, or wants to be a bit more detailed in what they're creating. So Replit for me has definitely become that thing to work with. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to spend time building a website as well as adding a chatbot with another tool called Botpress that I recently learned about, that I think is pretty awesome and amazing, and hopefully you guys find it awesome too. So I already have a prompt set up for us, mainly to create a website that is focused on various biotech labs buying and selling lab equipment, or it's a site where you can sell lab equipment to biotech labs, biotech companies, etc. So here's the prompt that I had ChatGPT create. I pasted it here. And then also we're going to tell Replit that we want to make this into a website. So highly recommend, kind of, if you have an idea, my system that I'd use now is have ChatGPT formulate the entire workable prompt that you can plug into Replit. Number two, choose that you want to build either a mobile app, a website, slides, something of that nature using Replit, and then kind of let it rock and let it go. We'll hit this, and as you can see, it starts. And I do have a subscription to Replit, but there is an option to start without a subscription and you can start free. I personally think that you should it's $20 a month for the base plan, I believe. I think that's good enough, unless you're creating like huge, rewriting huge logic systems or creating these huge apps. Then maybe you might want to kind of upgrade to like a higher plan. But the $20 basic plan is fine. I think it's the same price as like a Lovable basic plan. So I highly recommend using that. But what's going to happen is we're going to let this run, and then we're going to use Botpress to build out a simple chatbot that we can then install into our app. And this can be used in whatever kind of cases we would like. Again, it's very easy to code. Botpress is something new that I've found. They've been out for, I think, 2 years now, actually. But super interesting to use. I've enjoyed it. So we're going to plug that in, and it's very easy. So we'll give this time to run. So it's been about 5 minutes so far, and as you can see, it's able to create a website called LabSource. Now, obviously, you can change the title of the website to whatever you need. Publish, let's not publish it just yet. We're not going to do that just yet. It's asking us if we want to publish and put it out to the world, but we don't want to just yet. We're not taking it that seriously because we're not done developing. But anyways, as you can see, it ran through the whole logic. Worked for 4 minutes, and we have out of a clean scientific lab equipment website with React plus Vite, 4 pages with working catalog filter and quote form. Let me get started right away. Now launching the design sub-agent, immediately build all 4 pages. So it has a home page, equipment page, about page, and contact page, as well as request a quote page. Design subpage, 2 issues to fix, Google Fonts, and you can see it's all the packages importing. Needs, let's fix CSS. Cool. So again, this is kind of website that we have. We can check it out. You can go through. These are all just random things it's selected so far. This is no way true. But if you did have a company that sold lab equipment to various other companies, right? Biotech, universities, clinics, whatever it may be, this might be something that you would want to build out. So here's kind of the site that we have, an about page that it came with itself. Obviously, again, you have the power and freedom to change all this. Contact, yada, yada, yada. Now the cool part is we want to add in a AI bot to our site, right? So what we're going to do, we have Botpress here, right? Now, Botpress is kind of similar to, I guess, like, you could think of it maybe as like Zapier or what's another good one? Zapier might be a good one. But Botpress is similar, just to a way for us to create an AI agent that can act as a chatbot that can answer questions in our website. There is a budget to it. I think right now I have mine set to like $5 or $7 when it comes to like the token budget, but it is possible to add a budget to it. So what we can do is try out our autonomous bot right here. I have mine called My AI Assistant Agent, and we can say, hi, I need help. And what should happen is that it responds, hi, I can help review clinical documents, turn them into summary, structure, upload a document, tell me what you want. Now, I already kind of created this system doc some time ago. So that's why it's, this was for a document review assistant, but it could be used for the same thing, I guess. When it comes to our bot, we'll just add it as a chat bot just to see what it can do. But you're able to enter in various instructions that I have here for the chatbot to use and to act as whatever it needs to act like. So same way you would do like ChatGPT or when you're building out agents. In ChatGPT, you have personalization where you're able to add like system instructions of how you want ChatGPT to act. With agents, you're able to add like a whole context markdown document or system instruction markdown that is able to be fed into the agent to kind of give whatever persona and whatever direction it needs. Same thing here, just very no code-ish, you know? But yeah. So anyways, we are going to now, so you can see that we have this, and again, you're able to add workflows, knowledge searches, which there's no knowledge here, but you're able to add knowledge bases, tools such as maybe generate content, generate images, generate speech. You're able to add PDF, HTML to PDF, charting, etc. We're not going to add any tools here for that might overcomplicate things. I just want to show you guys how you can create a website with a chatbot fairly simply, easily, and quickly. What we're going to do now is we want to embed this chatbot into our site. So what we're going to do is hit the embed link. You'll see this embed code here. We want to take that, copy it, and go back to Replit and say, please embed this chatbot into my website. Boom, done. Now again, we give it some time, let it think it through, let it write it out. We'll come back in a few minutes and see what it looks like in the end. So boom, as you can see, it took 23 seconds. And now that you see the website, you can now see that there is this little bubble here on the bottom right. This is our new chatbot. Now, as you can see, this was very simple, very easy. We have done it in less than 15 minutes, where not only have we created a website, and I think in the beginning, the checkpoint said it took 4 or 5 minutes. We have also added a chatbot in 23 seconds, or worked to add it in 23 seconds. So once we hit this, boom, there's a pop-up and we're able to communicate with it. Hopefully it works. Let's see. It's taking a while to load. Hopefully give it some time. So I finally figured out that the reason as to why it was taking so long being stuck in this kind of loading page is because we needed to publish it first. So I went about publishing the site, and so the site is now at this kind of URL, and we can find it here, and you can see that now the bot is open and running. So once we hit this bubble here, the bot pops up. Hi, how are you? Hopefully we get a response soon. Hi, I can help review clinical documents, turn them into summaries, structure, upload a document, So this is something where if we had a document, we could load it, but let's say I need help with something else. Can you help me find a centrifuge? Centrifuge? How do you spell centrifuge? Let me look it up real quick. Okay, so I'm close. It's F-U-G-E. Can you help me find a centrifuge? Maybe you might respond with no. I'm designed to help review clinical If you need help support, please upload. So as you can see, like I said, the instructions that I have for it currently are specific only to the document uploading. But you could change this and say, let's see if we can rework the instructions real quick. Give me a second. I could go to ChatGPT and change up some stuff. Okay, so I now have my new system prompt that I'm going to add here real quick. So we're going to remove all of this. And this is going to be a system prompt dedicated to not the clinical documents that I have here as what I had originally, but instead one for the site itself. We're going to add that here, close it, republish, publish the changes. Might take a few minutes, might take a few seconds. It shouldn't take that long. Cool, and as you can see, bot published successfully. Let's go back here. Let's refresh it real quick. And then now let's try, refresh the conversation, new conversation. I need help finding lab equipment. Now we have it where absolutely can help with that. What type of lab equipment are you looking for? And what will it be used for? For example, are you interested in centrifuges, incubators, analytical instruments, freezers, or something else? So as you can see, this can be really useful for anyone looking to create a simple website that's really easy and quick, that has a chatbot in it where you can pretty much go to Botpress, add a one-step chatbot, add some knowledge bases to it. That could really be as simple as it gets. Now, obviously, you could add more to where maybe it's able to place orders, maybe it's able to rewrite things for you, maybe rewrite things in a database for you. I'm sure this could be something if you add in workflows, but just for the sake of keeping it simple for this tutorial, we're not going to do all that. But here's the website that we have. Here's the chatbot that we have. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like, subscribe, comment, whatever it is, and give me some ideas. I am very much open to whatever you guys think. I know it's been a while, but I'm looking to kind of get back into the momentum and the consistency of things. So please make sure you provide inspiration, ideas, criticism, feedback, whatever it may be. I have thick skin. I can take it. Anyways, with that being said, bye-bye.